Good morning. We can get this thing going. Good morning. Happy Friday. Welcome to the Fearless Morning Show, where we are having confessions and conversations about your everyday life and finances. My name is Yamitra Jojo Waddell, the only Live Past Crazy specialist. So what better place to be than here with me? And guess what? It's my birthday. It's my birthday. Y'all like my hat? I am happily 43 years old. My girls just sang happy birthday to me this morning, so that has made my entire day. So I am happy about that. I hope everybody is ready for the day because it's my birthday. It's my birthday. I was gonna play Stevie Wonder's song "Birthday," but I didn't want to get in trouble for infringement and using people's music because when you say this music, I don't own the rights to this music, does not cover you from being sued. Good morning, cousin Paul. So it's my birthday. I am excited. My balloons have been on my for 2 days, right? And I've been wearing this for 2 days. But today is my birthday.
You are so well. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday.
I was gonna play the
Happy
song.
birthday.
I was
Oh,
gonna
no,
play the
I
song,
messed
but I
up,
didn't
right?
want to get in trouble. Good
Why would you
morning,
get in
Tiffany. Thank
trouble?
you.
Oh, because everybody else
Well,
sleep.
I don't want to be. Yeah, I don't want to be infringe on anybody's musical rights. And I said, when you say I don't own the rights to this music, does not
Ah,
cover you. They will still
got it.
sue you. So I didn't play my
Yes,
song. I was waiting for you to
that
come
is
sing
true.
too. Mhm.
Oh, okay, okay, that's what it was. Hey, well, good morning, guys. I'm going to try to be a little bit quiet. I'm here at the hotel, and it's early morning here. The only staff in the hotel, I think everybody else is still asleep. There's one or two people moving about. So, just wanted to say good morning and welcome to the Fearless Morning Show. I know my co-host has already said it, but guys, it behooves me to say where we're having these true confessions and conversations about everyday life and your finances. So, guys, I'm going to go ahead and repeat a quote that we shared earlier this week. We're here actually in Houston, Texas, getting really ready for the Million Builders Boot Camp. And for those of you who are aware, I gave away sponsorships in honor of JoJo's birthday for this week for people to join in for the VIP. So hopefully everyone has gotten registered. There was amazing feedback, and we're going to our next level. And as we always say, guys, I don't know anybody who's not ready to level up in their money. So that's what we're doing today. And if you didn't get your VIP ticket to get in, you can still get in virtually, guys. There's still an opportunity. Go to your next. That's all
That's
I'm
all
saying.
she's saying.
But that's all I'm saying, right? So today, the quote is success is not what you have, but who you are. And that's by Bo
Mhm.
Bennett. It's not what you have, but who you are. And you say, well, Lynn, we just talked about that earlier this week. Yeah, but it goes without saying, guys, because a lot of times people get it twisted. You get focused on, that dollar sign, or you get focused on this particular thing. You get focused on that number, and that's ultimately not what it's about. Because at the end of the day, I don't want people to just come and I don't want to sound gruesome, but it is what it is. At the end of the day, I don't want you to come to my funeral, look at me in the casket and say, boy, she made a lot of money. That's not all I want you to be able to say. I want you to be able to say, wow, she really made a difference in my life. I wasn't even thinking
Mhm.
about investing until I actually had an opportunity to have a conversation with Lynn. I had an
Right.
opportunity to change my life, to change for my family, to change that's the legacy that I want to leave behind, guys. That is my legacy. So it's not about the dollar sign. So hopefully you do not get it twisted, right? When we talk about this as we move forward on this journey, but it's about the person that you become along the way and the lives that you can change as
Yes.
a result.
Yep.
And at the end of the day, That is what truly matters most. And guys, I know my face is all big up in the screen and the lighting is a little bit off, but it just happens to be where I am. I'm going to try to move around in this hotel, but I'm afraid I'm going to lose signal
You would.
because of where we are. Okay. Okay. Cool.
And I was
Cool.
going to say
So
too
let me
is
go ahead.
we don't want people to get
Sure.
caught up in other people's definition of success as well. Success
Oh, yes.
is what's true to you, and if your success is you've accomplished your dream of being the best donut maker in the world, then that is your success.
Now,
So it is success to who you are at your core, not anybody else's. So you can't don't get caught up trying to be
right.
somebody else's version of success.
Exactly. And that is such a true statement. A lot of people get caught up in the he said, she said, and what other people think about us. So that is absolutely true as we go through this process. And as we move forward, guys, the topic for today, our financial confession and conversation. Antoine says, happy birthday, JoJo.
Thank you,
Guys,
Antoine.
the financial confession and conversation today is to think big, not small. And you say, well, Lynn, what in the world are you talking about? And for all of you that started out on this journey with us, if you've paid any attention to this process, you see that the goal has changed from the beginning of where we started. Even JoJo and I, when we started out the show, we were just only going to go live in November of 2017, right? We were only going to go live November of
That's right.
2017. And then we started getting the responses from folks, and it was like, well, wait a minute. We're onto something. There's an impact here that we can make. What if we just keep going, right? What if we keep going? What if we change this? So it went from just being the month of November, and then we said, well, let's just finish out 2017, right? Let's finish out 2017. And then here we are, June 29th, 2018, we have over hundreds of shows that have now been uploaded to YouTube because the end of the day, guys, the goal is to give someone hope, help one person every day. That is the end goal. So how do we now, so what you say, well, Lynn, wait a minute, how does this tie in with your financial confession and conversation? Guys, at the end of the day, the message that I'm saying is to think big and not small if you're truly talking about the legacy that you want to leave behind. Think about things differently. When I started out in my business as America's #1 financial rebound coach, yes, I said it, America's #1. I wanted to just essentially impact thousands of women and help women to get their money right, help women make their money, keep their money, and grow their money. And I said, well, wait a minute, only thousands of women? There's so many different opportunities out there that can potentially be missed if I leave it at just thousands of women. What if I add a zero to the end of that, right? You add a zero to the end of that, then that it forced me to now level up, to do things differently. How do I now impact more women? Because that's a greater opportunity now to give hope, to bring hope, to help one person every day. And that's how you now begin to think about, guys, how do you position yourself in your life? What are the goals that you have? Are you thinking too small in regards to your financial goals? And not only your financial goals, but other goals that you have in your life. But because I'm America's #1 financial rebound coach, I'm going to focus on this dollar for a minute, right? We're going to focus on your money for a minute. And you say, we hear this all the time. People will say, well, you know what? A penny saved is a penny earned, right? That's the old school way of thinking about your money. It is. A penny saved is a penny earned. But at the end of the day, it's still just a penny. And what can you do? Right? What can you do with a penny? So now, guys, so what you say, well, Leah, get to the point. What are you talking about? So, guys, I'm talking about how we now intentional with being able to utilize the funds that we have in a different way so that we can truly help somebody out. And at the end of the day, I'm sure that you don't want to just do your mundane, everyday minutia items, right, that are on your to-do list. I'm sure there's greater purpose in your life that you truly want to fulfill. But how do you get to the point where you can fulfill those things? Because let's be real, it takes money to be able to do a lot of these things. You want to help the homeless? It
Yes,
takes
ma'am.
money They're homeless for a reason, right? Whether that's a positive reason or a negative reason. I'm not getting into the reason, but they're homeless for a reason. And in order for you to be able to impact the homeless, then you have to figure out your money situation too, right? Because it takes dollars to be able to get to the next, to be able to help that next generation. So guys, that's why I focus on make your money, keep your money, and grow your money. Emphasis on the grow, right? Because we work hard. We are relentless every day. We go hard for everyone else. As mothers, you go hard for your children. As leaders or managers in the corporate America, you go hard for your jobs. As the wife of the home, right, you go hard for your husband, for the family. You go hard for everyone else. Now think about it this way. What if you put your money that never gets tired, that never goes to sleep, right, to work for you as hard as you work for everybody else, right? Think about how hard you work. Why is your money not working that hard for you? And the way that your money is able to work hard for you is you got to tell it to work. You got to put it in position. You got to put it in the places where it can now grow. Make your money, keep your money, grow your money, guys. That's what's important. And that is why it is so important to understand how to invest. Good morning, Kim. Thank you so much for joining. Investing, guys, yes. Let me move around because this lighting is changing a little bit. So let me see if this is going to help. Oh, yeah, I think that's much better. But guys, as you're working on moving to your next and trying to figure this thing out, right? Around making your money, keeping your money, and growing your money, get the education you need to do the things that you need to do to get to your next. See, that's all I'm saying. And you can come here every day and get the information around investing that you need to get to your next. But ultimately, at the end of the day, guys, you have to do. There's that two little word. You got to do something, right? It's good to come here and listen and say, yes, girl, you know you preaching, you know you telling, you know that's right. But until you act and start doing the work, it's going to be impossible to move to your next. And I get it. I get it, guys. It's scary. It's scary to take your money and put it inside. You're thinking about investing in the stock and you want to choose a company. I get it. It's scary. It's so scary to put your money inside of this opportunity because you put it in there before and you lost your money. You said, okay, well, let me try it again. You put it in there and you lost your money. But you lost your money, guys, because you didn't understand the rules. There are rules to this game. There are rules to the investing games. There's things that you have to do. There's research that you can now complete, and things have been simplified because of all of the information that's available at our fingertips now. But what you need to know is where to go get that information, where to find that. And it starts just by educating yourself. Just going in and doing the reading that you need to do so you can move to your next. Get your mindset right first. Let's do that. Right? Let's get the way that we think about doing things right first. So what is the number one thing we need to focus on, y'all? The number one thing you got to focus on as you do this is your time. And I'm talking from experience, because time was a huge killer, a monster, or whatever you want to call it, because I thought everything else had to be done. There were so many different things that I was focusing on, so many distractions. So what I'm saying to you today is to get rid of what we call your time vampires. You know those time vampires, those things that suck the energy out, just suck the life out. They're taking up your time. They're meaningless, useless, not always useless, but they can be, right? Think about it. How many times does your phone ding or you receive a notification from any of your platforms, whether that's your text messages, from Instagram, from Facebook, from Twitter, from all your emails, from your calendars, right? There's so many distractions. Those are the time vampires, guys. They're sucking your time out, because when you hear that ding, what's your response?
Pick it up.
Go and immediately check it, right? Well, we got to go see what's that popping up on my screen. That's what these things have done to us. Not only your phones, but guys, people can be time vampires as well, right? Who are those people in your life? They're sucking the energy out of the things that you could be doing so you can focus differently. See, we're talking about things you got to do, guys, to get your mind right so you can make your money, keep your money, and grow your money. because that's what's most important. So number one thing, guys, that I can suggest or recommend to you is to take that phone, turn those notifications off. Check that stuff when you feel like it, not when somebody else feels that it's an emergency that you need to get back to them right away, right? Because their emergency should not be your sense of urgency. And that's one of the things that I've done. Turned a lot of those notifications off because they're time vampires. And then once you get in the midst of it, you get sucked in and you start just scrolling through, right? You start scrolling through and then all these other things start popping on the screen. And before you know it, you've spent 20 minutes of nothingness. An hour, right? And now you could have been using that time to actually do something that's going to help you to get to your next, that's going to help you to make your money, keep your money, and grow your money, guys. You could have been doing things that are going to be truly important within those 20 minutes of time that you spent now going through all of that. You could have gone through and actually looked at an app on your phone that actually gives you your stock picks, that actually shows you the information around how your money is growing, that actually shows you whether or not there's some good information out there for you in investing in a particular opportunity. See, things pop up all the time, but be selective in what you're allowing to pop up on your screen. Get rid of those vampires, y'all. That's the number one thing in regards to thinking big, not small. Because all of those small things can definitely get in your way. So the last thing I want to say to you guys today, make sure that you're focusing, right? Once you get rid of those time vampires, now you can focus on what those goals are that you want for your investing. And remember, I said you got to have a YIG, a MIG, a WIG, and a DIG. You remember that? Your YIG, your MIG, your WIG, and your DIG. Your yearly investing goal, your monthly investing goal, your weekly investing goals, your daily investing goals. See, those are very important, but until you become intentional and put those things down on paper for you and what that means for your family and what it is that you want to do, then things will continue to become distractions, right? And the other thing that I also want to share, guys, if you're ready, I have a free course. It's a free 7-day course that'll be delivered to your emails, that'll teach you, that'll get you ready, get that solid financial footing that you need as far as beginning to invest. So if you go to bit.ly, so bit.ly/7-day prep investing, there's an opportunity for you guys. And like I said, it's free, but you got to be intentional. You got to take those steps. You got to do, right? You have to do what it takes to get to your next. See, investing is very important for us. And until we recognize and identify, you heard me over and over talk about the 7 levels of investor, all the different levels of investor. Once you identify where you are, make sure you have the mindset to now move to your next level. Guys, I'm Lynn Dimmons, America's #1 financial rebound coach. Yes, I said it, America's #1. So I'm imploring you today, think big, not small. Look at what your goals are. Add a 0 onto the end of that so you can move. That helps you to level up. See how your actions change, right? When you add that 0 onto the end and move to your next. And don't forget your YIGs, your MIGs, your WIGs, and your DIGs, right? Don't forget them. All right, Miss JoJo, passing it over to you.
All right, guys. I posted Lynn's link so that you can go check her out for that 7-day prep investing too, so that you can get your information that you need so you can start investing. It truly takes $5. And I've sent a lot of my friends my code for Acorn and for Stash, for Stockpile, because truly $5. I started with $5, and then once you see what you can do with that $5, you're like, oh, well, I got $20. Let me do $20 and $25, and then you have it set up so that it's automatically investing every paycheck or every month, and I love it. So think big and not small, and you'll be way more excited than you are right now. So today, guys, it's my birthday. I'm so excited. When I tell y'all I'm excited about 43, like I can't even explain what I know in my spirit, in my heart, that is about to happen. But when I tell you, when I stop and I think about it, it is so overwhelming. But I'm excited, and I'm just going to ride this wave. I'm thankful to the good Lord to see another day. So today I want to talk about. So a couple of months ago, I talked about living in extremes. You got from one end to the other, and you always have crazy from one end to the other. And you just don't know where to go, and
Yes.
you are so stressed out from living in extreme that you are exhausted by the end of the day. And here's the thing: to stop living in extreme, you simply need to leave the crazy alone. You've got to remove
Leave it
yourself
alone.
from the crazy. Because when I was in the depths of crazy, it was never going to stop unless I removed myself. You have got to take responsibility to know that you are responsible for your input of the crazy. And so if you're responsible for your input of the crazy,
Yes.
then you're responsible for your output of the crazy, meaning you can truly remove yourself. Now, once you decide and become committed and understand that you can live past crazy, then removing yourself is
Right.
easy. You won't be tempted to pick it back up. You won't be tempted to do those old habits. Good morning, Sandra. Good morning, everybody. Thank you, my friend. You won't be tempted to continue with the same habits again. You have to simply remove yourself.
Right.
One of the steps I always say to living past crazy is to get quiet and to be still because you can't hear yourself think. And and I tell you all the time, change equals challenge. You are challenging and changing the way that you are thinking, the way you are seeing things. And with that, my friends, you will have a
Right.
challenge. But once you remove yourself from the crazy, you're going to feel so much better. You're going to be
Yes.
so excited. Thank you, Tamika. You're going to be overjoyed with the fact that you're going to be lighter. Like the stress on your shoulders will not be as heavy when you realize you do not have to continue to live in that crazy. But you've got to take ownership of
Right.
it. I had to take, okay, yes, I was in an abusive marriage, but I also had to take ownership that I wanted something else other than that crazy. And I think sometimes
Stand.
we become, as a victim, we become so inundated with what we can't do, we forget the power that we have of what we can do. Some women never get
Yes.
out, and I pray for them daily. And for those of us that get out, it takes us a while to get out of that mentality, of that victim mentality. And you may not even be in an abusive relationship, but you have a victim mentality about your life. Woe is me. Everything happens to you. Everything
Right.
happens. I don't have no money because I can't do this because. And it's always somebody's fault but your own. And you have got to be willing and able to
To be
take
willing.
responsibility for your part in it. Because one of my rules is if you got a problem, you need to check yourself first. Once you check yourself first, then you can do everything else. Because if you're not willing to check yourself,
Right.
and Lynn can probably attest to this, and I know I can when it came to my finances and printing it out and looking at my numbers for real, for real. I had to check myself. And I was like, oh, so it really wasn't the
Yeah.
bank's fault. It really wasn't somebody else. It really wasn't. Like, just judge your fault. Like, I had to check myself. And when I
Right.
got real and did that, my feelings, I hurt my own feelings. But once I became committed and decided that I'm not going to live in crazy like that anymore, then it became easier.
Right.
Not to say I didn't still have that challenge because my mindset, remember, I've been talking all week about your habits are still in your free will because your body knows how to do everything. It doesn't need you to participate because it knows you're going to wake up, get the kids ready, go to school, go to work, come home, cook dinner, watch TV, go to sleep. Your mind and body knows that, and it doesn't need you to participate. So when you
Right.
start introducing new thoughts into your system, into your mind, it's going to be angry with you because it has perfected the habit of your habits. It
Of
doesn't
the
need you to live. And
yes.
when you start doing something different other than your daily routine, then you will have that challenge. But don't let your daily routine steal your free will of thinking. And you may think you have a free will. Like I have a free will to
Right.
go to the grocery store. No, you don't, because your mind knew that at some time during the week we expected to go to the grocery store. Sometime during the week we expected to wash clothes. Sometime during the week. So your mind knows that already. What are you going to do differently? So in celebration of my birthday, because I'm just so excited. I am giving away my reading list for free. It's at Faith Fist, bit.ly Faith Fist. These are some of the books that I read to help get me past crazy, to help get my mindset right. And I add to this list quite frequently. I really pick like the top 3 or 4 that I read all the time. Yep, that's right, Sandra. You got to start with yourself first. Because if you don't, If I make my problem somebody else's problem, it's still gonna be my problem. It's still gonna be my
Right.
problem. It's not gonna go anywhere. So you've got to do that. But guys, check out my free reading list. And since it's my birthday, all of the products, all the Be Fearless products are on sale, starting at $4.30. So you can't beat that. And then for your friends and family, if you know someone that needs to hear the show, and I thank you for all our regulars that join all
Yes.
the time. If your friends and family do not have Facebook, we do have a YouTube channel with hundreds of videos. In TV world, we have like 5 or 6 episodes, I mean, a season of the Fearless Morning Show
Seasons.
over on Facebook, and I have them by topic. So you can pick the topic that you want to share with somebody, or pick the topic that you want to hear and learn more about, because truly, Lynn and I do this so that you don't have to go through the same thing that we went through. And that is the reason why we share. That's the reason why we are
Yeah.
passionate about what we're doing. And I'm going to close with a quote from a friend of mine. And I had to write this down, and he said this to me. When he said it, I just thought, he was like, hello. I was like, this was so great. I had to write it down. He said, it's not my, and I think this is true, Lynn, I'm going to speak on your behalf. I think this is true for me and Lynn, and this is how we feel when we share our information. If you come to any of our events, this is
Mhm.
what you're going to get. And I think we might need to put this up somewhere. It's not our job, and he said it's not his job. It's not my job to feed into your doubts. It's my job to feed into your dreams and feed into your future. And I was like, wow, how many friends have you talked to on a daily basis that feed into your
Right.
doubts? Girl, I don't know if I can do that. You probably can't. You don't need to do that, because that's crazy. And they feed into your doubts. So it's not Lynn and I's job to feed into your doubts. It is our job to feed into your dreams, into your future, to let you know what is possible. Period. Because if you have enough people
Yes.
feeding into your doubts, then you don't need any more of that. You need somebody to feed into your dreams and into your future. So check those Debbie Downer, those
Absolutely.
negative Nellies, and see what are they saying to you in your life. Are your friends uplifting you, or are they bringing you down? So remember, when your
Yeah.
thoughts,
But what
huh?
may I add
Yeah.
one thing here,
Mhm.
guys? You definitely check your circle, check those Debbie Downers and get those negative Nellies out of there. But you gotta have that one that's down for you, that's ready to fight when the pin drops. You gotta have that one person. Don't get rid of that
You
person,
keep
right?
them in the back
You remember,
pocket.
girl, you keep them. I don't know. They might have to stay at your side. You got that one. Let me say, if no one else around, you have that one ghetto friend that's ready to
Yeah.
fight at the drop of a
They be like,
dime.
girl, let's
You keep
go.
that person.
I got 2 or 3
you
of
gotta
those.
have. You gotta have her, right? You gotta
That's
have
right.
her. But that's all, y'all. Check your circle.
And Lynn is so true.
check your
You need one.
circle.
You need one of those. So when you gotta forget your professionalism for a minute, somebody gonna help you bring that about.
Just right. Hold, please.
Hopefully, this is JoJo. This is not Young Mitra.
right. That's all,
All
y'all.
right, guys.
Check your
Make
circle.
sure you check your circle, and remember, when your thoughts and your heart agree, you create your reality. So what you're living now are the results of the thoughts that you had last week, last month, last year. They have created your present reality. So what are you going to create today? I want you guys, in
Yes.
celebration of my birthday, to create something beautiful. And I'm going to put this out here again, and I've said it for the past 3 days. I've never had a birthday party. So I would love for the Fearless Morning Show to host a birthday party for me next year. Every year to
Oh, that would
me
be
is a
cool.
milestone, because you
That would
don't
be
know
cool.
if you're going to be here from one day, 1 second to the next. So if I make it to
To the next.
44, praise God, then it is time to celebrate. So we need to, I want to party. So, and then again, Lynn is not going to do this part with me. So Lynn, you're exempt from this. But for my birthday party next year, y'all know I want to reenact from Think Like a Man. I want to reenact Poison, and I want to Lynn. If Lynn do it, I got to jump out of a plane. So I'm working up to that part.
Right.
So I ain't there yet. I gotta get to that. I got to get to that part. But guys, think about it on today for your fearless thought today. If you're living in crazy, simply leave it alone. Walk away. Please remember that when your thoughts and your heart agree, you create your reality. And your current reality is the result
Right.
of what you said last week, last month, last year. And if you don't believe me, try thinking a different thought. And remember, I know I get nerdy on y'all, so check yesterday's show where I go more into depth that your body doesn't know that if your memory is reality or if it's the past. If you keep reliving the past problems, the past
Right.
situations, your body thinks it's real right then. It doesn't know that it's the past. And so your body's going to react as if it did the first time. So if you keep reliving your problems and from your past, you taking that same stress over and over again.
I
Give
know.
your body something new to celebrate. So if you tell your mind, we are successful, we're great, this is what we're gonna do, I'm gonna achieve this, I'm gonna finish school, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna start this business. Your body says, oh, okay, so this is what we're doing. Now, mind your body doesn't know it hasn't happened yet. So it's gonna conspire to do it right now because it doesn't know that it's not reality. So give your body some new reality. Check that out. Y'all know I'm a nerd, and that's okay. I teach our brains. I'm on that brain science thing. It's a wonderful thing what you can do with your mind. So,
Yes.
guys, thank you for joining the Fearless Morning Show. Anything else, Lynn, you want to add before we close out?
No, I didn't want to add anything else. I just had to step outside because it's cold inside of there and I needed to come outside for a second. So I apologize for dropping that. But guys, thank you so much for joining us. Don't forget today, think big, not small, right? Add an extra zero to the end of that dream and see how it makes you move to your next. Because it's about doing. It's not just about sitting here watching and thinking about it. You got to be about
Yeah,
it,
you got
right?
to.
You got to go ahead
You
and do
got
it.
to do the work.
Yes,
Period. And Lynn, I posted
absolutely.
Lynn's link. Lynn, you want to give them a site one more time? I posted it here for her 7-day prep investing. So if you guys want to get into investing, she has a 7-day program that is free that you can. I will
Right.
post it. Go ahead, Lynn. I'll post it one more time.
Sure, guys. Go over to bit.ly/7-day prep investing so that you can get the information that you need to go to your next. And we truly appreciate you for spending your time with us. As we shared earlier, your time is your most precious commodity, and you took time out of your day to spend it with us. So we truly appreciate you for that. As the plane goes by, I don't know if you guys can hear
Yeah,
that plane in the background, and if you can hear me or
we
not.
got you. We're just glad you made it safe. Can
All
I
right.
just say my entire family is like at 12 o'clock. Miss Lynn didn't call and tell her she made it to Texas, okay? I said, I'm sure she made it to Texas. They was like, but she usually call and tell us. So they were checking for you last night, Lynn.
Well, tell them I said thanks. Yes, all is well. I was just tired.
That's
We
what
were
I told her. You were probably
exhausted
tired. Yeah.
yesterday. Yeah, we were. There were so many things that happened. Yeah, we even had one of the speakers that's coming in. Their plane was struck by lightning, so she was delayed in
Oh, wow.
Atlanta. She wasn't on the plane. Let me be clear. She was not on the plane, but the plane was struck by lightning, so her flight was delayed, and she didn't get in until
Oh,
late
wow.
last night. So that's, but we're here. Everybody's here, so we're good
All
to
right,
go.
guys. For my birthday, my reading list is for free, so make sure that you go over to faith bit.ly Faith Biz. All of the Be Fearless products are on sale, starting at $4.30, from my journal to my Be Fearless to-do list. A whole lot of goodies over there, so make sure you check them out. Don't forget to share this video if you know somebody needs to know this information. And again, we have over 100 videos on YouTube, so you can binge watch the Fearless Morning
Yes.
Show over there. All right, guys, it is my birthday. And in celebration, I'm going grocery shopping. I'm going grocery shopping for my birthday.
Oh,
But then vacation begins.
wow.
Vacation begins immediately
Okay,
after
okay.
that. So, all right, guys, I hope you have an
Awesome,
amazing day.
awesome.
Lynn, I can't wait to hear about all the good stuff that's going on there. And everybody have a wonderful, safe weekend. And we'll see you here bright and early Monday morning at 7:15. Have a good one.
Signing off.